Hey guys, welcome to the Violin Village video series, episode 4. Hey guys, nimrodmv here, and last week we've actually had a promotion during our third episode. The good thing is that promotion is still ongoing up until the 15th of July this month, 11:59 p.m. only po. So when you get to avail of that promotion, you have a 2,000 pesos discount as well as free shipping applicable to any violin available here in Violin Village. So you have the Avanzato, you have the Concerto, the S and the G series, and also you have the Maestrato, which is also available in the S and the G series. S stands for Stradivarius, G stands for Guarnerius, and what you need to do, you just have to look for our third episode last week. We've uploaded that. You can just search that here on the Violin Village page, and then somewhere on that video there's actually a voucher, so you just have to look for that, take a screenshot, and then message the Violin Village page together with that screenshot, and automatically po ma-apply na agad yung discount nyo as well as the free shipping voucher for any violin available here in Violin Village. And another good news po for Metro Manila clients, you may check our violins at our agent's residence in V. Luna, Quezon City. For more details and to set an appointment as well, you can contact our agent Neil on this number. And also, before anything else, sound sample muna tayo from one of Violin Village's Concerto G violin. Check this out. So actually today, guys, we have a special topic for you, and personally this is one of my most favorite things to discuss, and this is about the violin bridge. So the violin bridge is actually this part right here, and we will learn more about that from no one else but the owner of Violin Village himself, Sir Chester Nimrod Elias.
Hi, Violin Villagers! Once again, we're here sa ating fourth episode ng Violin Village video series. And today we'll be talking about the violin bridge. But of course, as you can see, nandito po tayo ngayon sa may The Red Barn, pride of Negros Occidental. Nandito sa Lantawan, Silay City. So talking about the bridge, itong hinahawakan ko, this is the violin bridge. No, don't be surprised. May mga common misconception tayo na yung violin bridge ay nakadikit sa violin. As you can see, of course, no, klaro-klaro yung violin bridge po ay hindi nakadikit sa violin. Kaya huwag kayong magpanik kapag natanggal yung inyong violin bridge kasi removable pa talaga ito. Hindi siya nakadikit, wala po siyang glue. Hinahawakan na po siya ng pressure ng string. If you want to remove your strings and replace your strings, take your strings off one at a time. Huwag ninyong sabayin kasi pag tinanggalin niyo yung apat na string, automatically it will fall off at baka magpanik kayo. Another one, bakit may dalawang paa yung bridge? Ito yung tinatawag na treble foot at saka bass foot. May dalawang paa kasi yung treble foot, ito yung nagta-transfer ng sound from E string and the A string papunta sa sound post. Yung sound post, nasa ilalim ito ng treble foot. At yung bass foot naman ng bridge, ito yung nagta-transfer ng sound ng bass frequencies or lower frequencies papunta sa bass bar sa loob ng violin body. May makikita kayong dalawang parts niyan. So yan yung function. Bakit may dalawang paa lang yung violin bridge? Now, I'll talk about the common misconception. Marami kasi gustong bumili ng branded na bridge. Pero bagong branded na bridge at hindi nakaset up. Akala natin kapag bumili tayo ng branded na bridge at ilalagay natin sa violin, automatically gumaganda yung tunog. No! Kapag bumili kayo ng bagong bridge, the tendency is hindi pa naka-carve yung paa ng bridge as you can see. Usually flat. Yung paa ng bridge, it needs to be carved na para mag-fit siya sa curvature din ng belly ng bridge. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung curvature ng belly ng bridge, dapat yung paa ng violin bridge ay perfectly fitted. Here at Violin Village, may ginagamit kaming mga tools para gawin yon, para walang gap between the violin bridge's foot and the violin belly so that yung vibration ay directly transmitted to the plates down through the sound post papunta sa baba sa back plate, and yung bass foot naman will effectively and efficiently transfer the vibration to the bass bar. So always remember, wag niyong ilagay agad yung bagong bridge to the violin na hindi siya naka-carve. At the same time, sa taas naman, it needs to be carved din na para maging efficient yung inyong bowing, para hindi magkakabangga-bangga yung string kapag nagbo-bow kayo, and at the same time, hindi din naman mahirap i-turn yung angle ng inyong bowing papunta sa kabilang string. So dapat maganda rin yung pagka-shape niyan. So mga bagong violins or yung mga, shall I say, mga bagong bridges, hindi siya actually naka-carve according to the setup and calibration of your violin. So here at Violin Village, rest assured, kinakamay talaga yan. Each violin may unique na setting. Depende sa curvature ng violin belly, at the same time, depende din sa fingerboard height. We customize each bridge. Alam nyo ba na kapag bumili kayo ng bagong bridge at pinagawa niyo sa luthier, sometimes umaabot ng 1,000 to 2,000 yung pag-carve pa lang ng bridge. So that's it for today about the violin bridge. Next time, meron pa tayong maidadagdag dyan. So once again, this is your Kuya Chester. Back to you, Kuya Nimrod.
Alright, so once again, maraming salamat, Kuya Chester, for that amazing information. Now, guys, we already do have some information regarding the violin bridge as well as the internal parts of the violin, how it relates to the setup of the bridge itself. Now, may I add na kailangan talaga na properly set up yung violin bridge mo because the violin bridge actually has the correct dimensions na para ma-perform mo correctly yung instrument mo, as well as yung height ng strings mo from the fingerboard really matters. So, say for example sa ganito, yung G string mo, they would usually have like around 5 millimeters na height from the G string to the fingerboard. Yung E string side naman would have 3 millimeters na height. Hindi naman ako guys luthier. I'm a violin player, so I'm not really sure, but more or less around sa ganyang numbers. It's important talaga na your bridge is properly set up, because if the strings are very low, it would touch the fingerboard and then magkakos ka ng rattle with your sound. As well as, if masyadong mataas naman yung strings mo, mahirap siya i-play. And sometimes there are cases na it would cause like some injury on the left hand of the violinist. One of the things as well na indication of a good bridge that's set up, so some luthiers would already have this groove on the violin bridge na para ilagay mo na lang yung strings and then proper na yung distance from each of the strings. Sometimes you would also see on some bridges na they would have like a small paper here on the E string, and they would call that a vellum strip. The vellum strip is one of those things na sometimes nilalagay na lang sa bridge, and somehow it would protect the bridge as well. Proper placement of the bridge as well on the violin is very, very important. Usually, the bridge would be directly in line with the notch of the F hole here. Iba-iba yung mga decisions ng mga luthiers dyan. Sometimes, some would have it just a little above the notch sa F hole. Some would have it a little bit lower sa notch. And also, one of the things as well na minimake sure natin, this part here, yung malapit sa tailpiece, this one should be in right angle with the body of the violin. The reason for that is that when you're tuning the strings, yung force ng tension ay towards here. So, minsan yung mga bridge ng mga students natin, minsan when they're tightening the strings, sometimes the bridge would fall down. One of the reasons for that is because yung right angle niya ay nasa dito na side. So, with all of the information that you've learned today, may quick question ako sa inyo. If I were a left-handed person and gusto ko talaga na mag-play ng violin on this side, tapos I would just switch the strings. So, you know, yung G string dyan, yung placement dyan ay E string na, at saka na-invert lang talaga yung strings. So as we all know earlier, si Kuya Chester sabi niya, yung this side ay may bass bar dyan, at saka yung this side would have the sound post. So if inverted siya, yung E string at saka yung A string mo ay directly below na the bass bar, at saka vice versa. So it would really affect the sound. So that's why, unless of course you have a custom-made violin na inverted din yung bass bar at saka sound post dyan, we really would suggest na if you're a left-handed person, learn to play the violin on this side pa rin talaga, para balance yung sound natin. So earlier I played an excerpt from a piece, yung title nun, L'Inverno from Le Quattro Stagioni, or Winter from the Four Seasons. Just an excerpt of that, yung first movement niya. The reason why I've chosen that piece is because yung very first part niya, sa original transcription talaga, yung nakasulat dyan ay Sul Ponticello, which means to play on the bridge or near the bridge. Yung effect niyan ay medyo icy na sound, or parang nails on a chalkboard. Alright, so I hope may bagong kaalaman naman tayo dyan, guys. So in the meantime, we also have another entry of another violin player here. His name is ZJ Cadmiel Tubongbanwa, and he's performing 10,000 Reasons by Matt Redman on a Violin Village violin. Check this out. Wow, so that was an amazing rendition of 10,000 Reasons by ZJ Cadmiel Tubong Banwa. Guys, I know that if you're going to invest in practicing as well as maging persistent kayo in any path that you choose, you're going to be successful, and I believe in you guys. So, comment reading section tayo ngayon. We have one from Miss Joanne Marquez Roja. Very informative as always. I'm glad I followed your suggestions when I bought my daughter her Maestrato G. She's been enjoying it for almost 7 months now. You people are amazing. Thank you. Got enough assistance from pre and post sales. Then I recently bought her your Ipe wood bow. It's a wow. Ipe is one of those woods na resistant sa rotting and decay, so it's something that will really last for a long time. We also have another comment from Jing Esguerra Valdez. Thank you for sharing these tips. Very informative as always and really helpful as well. My daughter was invited to perform in a live recital via Zoom by the Music Teachers National Alliance last Sunday. Oh, MTNA. I actually attended their forum last week at that, yung Visayas chapter. It's just composed of like very, very amazing people. My warmest regards to everyone in the MTNA. More power sa inyo po. She's using a Concerto S and she was commended by the founder for having perfect intonation. Wow. Really glad to have invested in one of your violins. Oh my gosh, yes. So support nyo lang po, Miss Jing Valdez. Someday your daughter is going to be a very, very accomplished violinist. So that's it for me for today, guys. I do hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you wish to follow me on my socials, you're going to see that one here. And also just a reminder again, the promotion is still ongoing. That's up until July 15 of this month, 11:59 p.m. only po. When you're going to order, you just have to take the screenshot of the discount voucher on our last video, episode 3, and then attach it on the message of your purchase here on the Violin Village page. For Metro Manila clients, you may check our violins in our agent's residence at V Luna, Quezon City, and look for Neil through this number if you'd like to know more details or to set for an appointment. Once again, guys, this has been Nimrod Villamarzo. Maraming salamat po. And this is the Violin Village video series. I will see you on our next video.